for joining us on Savvy Senior Sources, Talking with Experts. Let's take a moment and hear from our sponsors, GWG Life and Reverse Mortgages SIDAC.
What is the secondary market for life insurance? The secondary market for life insurance is an emerging financial market that provides individuals options with their policies. These options allow policyholders to benefit from the value of their life insurance. Policies are sometimes a financial burden, especially for seniors, as premiums often increase over time. The secondary market offers financial alternatives that can help policyholders benefit from their life insurance now.
Hi, I'm Beth Paterson, a certified reverse mortgage professional with Reverse Mortgages SIDAC. Bob's wife passed away, meaning his Social Security income was cut in half. His financial advisor suggested he look into a reverse mortgage. With the reverse mortgage, he was able to take a dream vacation with his nephew and the stories that they can share. After Bob passed away, his niece shared the difference that it made to the whole family. Dorothy did the reverse mortgage in order to protect her other retirement funds. With her line of credit, she was able to travel, buy a new car, and do home repairs. Years later, she's still benefiting from the reverse mortgage line of credit and not having to rely on her children. For more information on how you too can have security, independence, dignity, and control, contact us. Hi, welcome to Savvy Senior Sources, Talking with Experts. Savvy Senior Sources guide your way through resources A to V for seniors, boomers, caregivers, and their advisors. Today we are at the Heritage Park Health and Wellness Center and excited to talk about programs and activities. I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, GWG Life and Reverse Mortgages SIDAC, for making this show possible. I'm Beth Paterson with Savvy Senior Sources and as well with Reverse Mortgages SIDAC. I'd like to say again thank you for being here to my co-host Marci Holley from the Minneapolis Public Housing Authority, and to my guest Kitty Harris, who is the grant coordinator with the Heritage Park Health and Wellness Center. That's kind of like Savvy Senior Sources, don't say it 10 times fast. So we're excited to be here. Thank you for hosting us as well as being a guest on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the Heritage Park Health and Wellness Center.
So the Wellness Center, actually, we're celebrating a new name. So we're just embracing this new name and a new kind of energy and excitement that's come to the center. We just celebrated our 3rd year of being open here in North Minneapolis, and we are a healthy hub. We have a conglomerate of different partners, community partners that come together to provide various programs and services for the community and for our active older adults in North Minneapolis and the surrounding suburbs.
Talk about some of those. What are some of those programs?
Some of the programs that we have a ton of programs that we offer here. So I probably want to do the services first. So the services that we have here are done by our key partners. We have the YMCA, which has a specialty Y here called Heritage Park YMCA. And this Y is unique because it's the only Y in the Twin Cities area that has the adaptive equipment for the active older adult, but also focusing on that aging population, those boomers that you mentioned. And so we have the same basic equipment that normal YMCAs would have, but it's adapted for that aging person, but that still wants to stay, as they're aging, stay healthy, stay active, stay focused. So we have the YMCA here. We have Alina that operates our Courage Kinney Rehabilitation. They do our therapy program, which is an awesome program. So they do our occupational therapy, our speech therapy, our pool therapy, and we're very lucky to have one of, I believe, 4 therapy, warm water therapy pools in the state of Minnesota. And so that gets a lot of action here.
And a huge benefit.
It is a huge benefit to this community to have that here. And so we've had people come from all over the metro to be able to access that service. We have Augustana operates our Open Circle Adult Day program, and people from the community as well as some of Minneapolis public housing residents come and they're able to participate in a structured day program that focuses on Alzheimer's, memory care, and just tending to those isolated individuals that want to come and be part of community and have some things to do during the day. We have Northside Funders Group, just joined us last year. They're almost celebrating their 1 year being here. And they exist solely to fund initiatives and programs in North Minneapolis. And so they are made up of various 19 funding groups throughout the Twin Cities. So people like General Mills and 3M have people that have a vested interest in seeing that things happen in North Minneapolis. And so they fund initiatives around their various goals that they have. We also have Minneapolis High Rise Representative Council that's here. And among the many things that they do for the community, they help to organize the resident councils in our various 42 high rises that the Housing Authority has.
Okay.
And so they do community-based initiatives. They do a lot of political engagement pieces. They do security in our buildings. Our residents provide security. And it also just gives residents an opportunity to come together on issues, a lot of times issues against the Housing Authority, but they still come together. So they rally
That's the important thing.
around letting us know what we should be doing for them. And MHRC helps to be that link to help keep those lines of communication open and do that piece for us. And then we have Feeney Manor, is a partner but also a service, and it's on-site residential housing. We have 48 units of enhanced assisted living and Alzheimer's memory care right
Okay.
through the link. And so we, to our knowledge, are the first housing authority in the nation to provide that service for low-income adults. And so everybody that lives at Feeney Manor is a public housing resident. They pay 30% of their income for their rent, just like any of our other 5,000 residents, but they get an opportunity to have that memory care service and still have the dignity and be in their own unit and not have to share a room or have to be in a nursing home kind of setting. And so we're very excited to be able to have that there, and very excited for our residents to have access to all these wonderful services that are here under this roof just by walking right down a link and connecting. So those are our services that we have. And amongst those things, all of the partners, we come together and we do programs and community things in this wonderful space that we're in. We call the Great Room.
Okay.
And it is
it's
great.
It's a beautiful setting.
You.
And
It's great, and we have transformed this room to, we've had birthday parties, we've had celebrations, community trainings, community forums, luncheons, graduation parties. So the Great Room does a lot of different things here. And so one of the things that I'm charged with doing here in my role is making sure that we have programs and events for the community, most of which are free of charge, so that people can come and get information. And so we've hosted sex talks, healthy sex talks for seniors.
I saw the sign out there. There's one coming up.
We have another one that's coming up. We have movie day. We have fun day where we just come in. There's no program. There's no agenda. We just come in and have fun, play the games. We have bingo, of course.
Of course.
We can't not have
Yeah,
bingo.
yeah.
With wonderful prizes. We've had multiple sclerosis events for awareness. We do a breast cancer awareness event. We do a Mother's Day tea every year just to celebrate moms. We've got Father's Day coming up, so we'll do something for the fathers. So pretty much whatever the community says that they'd like to see happen, we try and make it happen. And one of the biggest things that I'm so proud of is we do a gala every year.
Okay.
And so this is our 3rd year doing that, and this year's theme is Salute to Motown. And so initially the intent behind it was to give people that didn't have an opportunity to go to prom when they were younger or go to a dance an opportunity to dress up and come and listen to music. And so we have music, we have food, they get to take a picture that they get to take home. And each year it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And so this year we've got a couple of things in store for them, some surprises that I can't say.
So,
But it'll just be a great time for them to come.
and this
have
is
that.
open to the community. So
This is open to the community.
So those who are still living in their homes and
Absolutely.
can come in and just have activities and programs and options to come together and have fun
Yes,
or
absolutely.
get educated or
Yes.
Yeah. And one of the things that we've kind of seen with our, specifically with our YMCA members, is a lot of the YMCA participants are from the community. They
Okay.
aren't necessarily an MPHA resident. And so they have come here, and in the 3 years that they've been coming, banded together and built their own community. So where they do things outside of the center together. So they go to the movies together. They went on trips together, just going outside. So people have come here reconnected with old friends, people that they haven't seen in a long time. And so we're happy to be able to be that connector for people and just helping to re-energize North Minneapolis.
and for those in the community, how can they get involved or
We
what's
have a
some
Facebook
options?
page, and so
Okay.
we post a lot of the activities and events that we have going on here on our Facebook page. We also have a mailing list where people can call in to our front desk and
Okay.
be added
And
to
we're
our
putting
mailing
that
list.
number on the bottom of the screen for people to
Wonderful.
access.
Yep, so you can call the front desk and say, I want to be added to your mailing list. We send out electronic newsletters. We send out electronic reminders. Keeping in mind that this is a fast-paced society, but we are still dealing with older, mature adults. And so we have a lot of people that are like, what's a smartphone? And so just finding ways to connect and to keep people in touch, whatever means we need to share the information and get the resources out. Marci does a wonderful job of maintaining our web page. So we have a website that information is there. And so on every access point, we're trying to, and we're always looking for new ways. We're always interested in, how are people finding out things? So radio, newspaper, whatever we need to do to get the message out that this great resource is here in North Minneapolis. And the majority of the programs are free. We just need you to show up. We just need you to show
What a
up.
deal. Talk about how the concept came together.
The concept of the Senior Center was actually kind of a brainchild of our CEO, Cora McQuarrie of the Housing Authority. She has a history in property management and in seeing the needs of aging adults. This was just a brainchild that she thought of over the years. And so when funding came available for this type of opportunity, she had her great brain team put together the proposal to say, okay, you know what? We want to be a one-stop shop. We want to make access to services easier for the Asian population, because we all know how hard and complicated it can be that you go to the doctor or you go to work out or you get sent here to another place, another referral. And so the benefit of coming over to Heritage Park Health and Wellness Center is when you get here, when you get one of us, you get all of us. So you might start out at the YMCA and have that membership, and then you might need therapy at Courage Kenny. Well, now we know you. We're connected. You might find yourself needing to go to Open Circle for some structured activity time or that community. And so now everybody knows you and the transition is made easy. It's all under one place. And for caregivers, it's a benefit when they bring their loved ones here for services, because they know if mom is at Open Circle can take mom over to work out, and mom's getting that exercise. She's getting that health being maintained. And then mom can go to therapy and work on walking again. If she's a stroke survivor, work on talking again, work on movement. Everything happens under this roof. And then when I pick mom up at 5 o'clock, all appointments are made. Somebody else that I trusted was able to do it. I didn't have to take off work. I didn't have to lose time. And so that was kind of the rationale behind putting everything under one roof, that you can come here, get everything you need, and when you're done, you can come in the great room and have some fun. You can do bingo, you can play the Wii, you can listen to music, you can watch TV. Just do what makes you happy.
And the caregiver, and people can stay in their home and still have all of the options to activities kind of maybe more like it used to be, of getting together with the neighbors and, you know, familiar faces and recognizing, and as you mentioned, the caregivers, the relief to them knowing that mom or dad are still active and still being taken care of by trusted people.
Yes.
You know where they are. They're not just sitting in their home. And so that, the statistics, over 90% of people want to stay in their home.
Absolutely.
In reverse mortgages, I am always being told, you're carrying me out of here in the wooden box, because that's where they want to be. And services like this make that possible.
Yes.
And to still socialization, so that they're getting out and having places to go. And sounds like you can't beat the price.
You can't. It's a great price range. Free is always good. When we
Yeah.
have programs and services and they're free, I always tell people, it's in your price range. It's free.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
So you can still get out and afford those types of things.
Absolutely.
And stay in the home and use your money for other things that you need to maintain the home, or
Yep.
that type of thing. Tell a little bit more about Minneapolis Public Housing's involvement.
Well, Minneapolis Public Housing, this is our building. We built it.
So you rent out the space, but
Yes, we have
Okay.
partners. So we rent out the space to the Y, we rent out the space to Courage Kenny, and we rent out the space to Augustana. There's a space upstairs for a medical clinic. And these we figure are our partners. We also have another partner, it's Northside Art Collaborative. And if you walk around our 1/8 of a mile walking track in here, you will see all the art. About 3 years ago, when the tornado came through the north side, their gallery was blown away and they did not have the money to rebuild. So they didn't have a place to put their art.
okay.
When we built the center, we have lots of beautiful walls and we invited them to come and put their art up here.
What a great concept.
It is a
and
great
I have
concept.
walked around and seen the artwork that in the building. It's beautiful, and you know, to be able to have your own art gallery is awesome.
It is
Something
awesome.
to brag about.
Yes.
And we change the art out every 3 months.
Okay.
And then we have an open house, an artist reception. And if folks are interested in that, they can, you know, just call the Health and Wellness Center and get on our mailing list, and we can let them know about the art activities that we have here.
Okay. So any other activities or programs that we didn't talk about that you want to add in there?
Because we do so much, I'm sure there's
Yeah,
something
always. So
that we would be missing.
We also rent out our great room.
oh, okay. So that you mentioned about graduation parties and that type of thing, so that you can have it, and it's beautiful here.
Yeah, we love to have renters in the space, but that's always good.
Any weddings happen here yet?
We haven't had a wedding yet.
But-
We're hoping on the first wedding because we have the waterfall and the beautiful stairs, and so we're hoping. So if someone wants to have a wedding or a small vow renewal, we'd certainly like to help them make that
Yeah.
come together. But quite a few graduation parties and birthday parties, and
Showers, baby
Baby
showers.
showers.
I'm
Okay.
always surprised at the way a renter can come in and just transform the room with their tablecloths and their centerpieces and the different things that they bring together. And it's like, wow.
So
that's so
personalize it, but still
makes a
have
difference.
the space. Do you have stories from people who come here and what the difference it's made in their lives?
Oh yes, we
Share some of
refer
those.
we call those mission moments. Why do we do this? And this is that mission moment. And so we have heard testimonies from people of just coming here where we have one resident, I believe she lost 80 pounds.
Oh, wow.
From coming to the YMCA and working out and telling us that she just felt great and was excited to come here. A lot of people have never worked out before, and working out is scary.
Yeah.
And so once you come here and you get started and you get going, it's a part of their daily routine. We have people tell us, we don't like when you all are closed. When you're closed for the holidays, when you're closed on the weekends, we like, it's part of my routine. I come here, I miss you all are like family, and when I'm not able to see you, it just kind of throws me off. And so we love to hear that. We love to know that we're making that difference and that people are looking forward to coming to the center and getting that help that they need. And so nothing does my heart better than when we have an event. I love event day. So when we have an event and somebody comes up to me and says, this was so great, thank you so much, or somebody brings their moms, my mom was really excited, and I have so many caregivers that call me and say their parents are excited for the gala. My mom's got her wig already. She's excited for the Motown theme. She's ready to dress and just remember that era and where they were and how fun they are. And so that makes it all worthwhile for us to know that if nothing else, one person's life is being touched, and the hard work that you do is being appreciated, and that somebody is benefiting health-wise. Because no matter how much fun we have, there's always an underlying health message in there. When we're dancing and we're doing line dance and we're letting them know this is cardio. When we're sitting in the chair and we're doing drums alive, we let them know this is strength conditioning. When we're having the birthday party and we're saying, what's your favorite toy? That's a memory. That's a memory builder. That's helping you go back. And so although we're having fun and we're enjoying each other's company, there's always a health focus, a cognitive focus, a strength focus, a community focus, a socialization focus. And so no different than when we are with our family members or a stubborn child, you make them have fun to get the job done. And so our goal is to make sure that we are having a healthy community here. And so whatever we need to do to get the job done so that people are healthier, they're staying in their units longer, they're living longer, they're enjoying life, we do that so that they know, are they making me work out? Are they making me? It's like, this was so much fun. I didn't even know that I was working out. This is so much fun. I didn't even know that this trivia game, because they all want to win the prize no matter what the prize is, was actually helping me build my memory skills, was helping me stay engaged and interacting and forcing conversation. And so that's always fun to watch.
They are benefiting, and as we said before, the caregivers are benefiting because they know if their parent is here, but it's not limited to just seniors, although it's focused on that. You get all ages, right?
Yeah. We get all ages, we get all nationalities, we get all varying levels of mobility and functionality. And that was part of our rationale behind changing our name, and we also lowered our age of service. And so we serve 40 plus now than before when we initially opened up. And so that gives us a better ability to provide the service, but it also helps us to catch people on the beginning end, those pre-diabetes and those
because exercise and that can make a difference.
It can help to turn that around. And so we try to catch you on the front end to say, while you're still having this great agility and mobility, let's do some things to kind of come up with a plan so that as you age, you do it in a much better way that's more healthier for you. And those boomers love that.
Let's talk a little bit about this setting an example, because it makes such a difference. It brings community together on how other communities can, get involved and offer these kinds of programs and activities.
When we built the center, we had a one-of-a-kind footprint. There was not another public housing authority that was collaborating on the scale that we are. Since we opened 3 years ago, we've had people from all over the country, people from all over the state of Minnesota, and we've had a couple of visitors from Europe to come here to see what we're doing and how we're doing it, and maybe how they can do it in their communities.
Which is great, and it is a great example of setting that tone for pulling the community together, making a difference in the lives, and so encouraging other communities to model something and reach out to you and get ideas. You can do that, I assume, that others who might be interested then they too can expand and make that difference.
Yeah, the
in
collaborative that we have here makes a huge difference on many levels in our clients' lives. Visitors, clients, residents.
So, which is great.
Yeah,
So.
and I think that the difference for us is when people see that we're able to pull this off because we're not a private entity. We don't have that big funding source that private entities like a 3M or General Mills would have if they wanted to put this together. And they see, oh, a public housing authority was able to do this and bring all of these different entities together. These are powerhouses. The Y is a national brand. Augustana has been around for years, and Alina is very big. So to be able to bring those services here, a lot of people often wonder, what did the public housing do right that they were able to get these great organizations to all come together, and how did they get them to see the vision and to buy in and say, you know what, yes, we want to be a part of it. We have our mission, we have our structure, and we're doing great over there, doing our piece and what we excel. We're an expert at what we do, but we also would like to partner with you and see how we can further expand our repertoire of services and being a provider. And so I think that's one of the things that makes people so interested in, how did you guys do it? How did you get down strategically? How did you determine who you needed and what services would be so important and so key to the aging population? And we want to know how to do that as well, because the money is now in this population. All of the focus and the shift is going to our active older adults, our mature adults. So the money's in kids and the money's in active older adults.
And it's about time they start looking at options for the older adults.
Absolutely.
So thanks for being here. Again, Kitty Harris from the Heritage Park Health and Wellness Center.
Thank you for having me.
Marci, as always, it's been great having you as a co-host. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kitty.
And Marci from Minneapolis Public Housing. And one last thank you to our sponsors, GWG Life and Reverse Mortgages SIDAC. Without them, we wouldn't be able to be here today. And check out SavvySeniorSources.com for resources and access to the Savvy Senior Sources Guide. Thanks for being here.
Provide for your long-term care. Convert your life insurance towards payments for long-term care. If you are concerned about future health care, you can convert your life insurance to pay for home care or assisted living. Health problems can be stressful enough without the added burden of financial obligations. If you feel that you no longer need your life insurance policy, you may want to apply the value towards long-term care.
I'm Beth Paterson, a certified reverse mortgage professional with Reverse Mortgages SIDAC. Mike and Carol decided that they needed a one-level home to fit their changing health needs. They used the reverse mortgage to purchase their new home instead of using conventional financing. This has benefited them greatly. Barbara decided to do a reverse mortgage to pay off her conventional loan that she was making monthly payments on. She had funds left in the line of credit after paying that off. And a year or so later, when she fell and broke her shoulder, she was able to tap those lines of credit to pay for her home care. As she said, she would have been up the creek without a paddle without the reverse mortgage. If you'd like information on how to receive security, independence, dignity, and control in your retirement years, contact us.